In this video, I'm gonna be telling you why life maxing is gonna allow you to accomplish all of your dreams and get you everything that you want out of life and more. See, the biggest problem I see people doing when they're approaching life is they're trying to focus on one skill at a time, whether that's money or fitness or getting girls, and they go all in on that one thing and ignore every other thing and aspect of life. And this is the complete wrong approach. The reason being is I've done this myself. From 17 to 19, I only focused on fitness. And as I did achieve a really good body, very similar to the one I have now, I've improved a little bit over time and improved strength and things like that. I pretty much maxed out my fitness during that period. But the thing was, I was left feeling very unfulfilled and unsatisfied, being that I still wasn't able to talk to girls. I would get red in the face and I was shy and introverted. I had a very tough time socially, even with the body of my dreams. I didn't have any money in the bank. I was struggling to figure out what I was gonna do with my life in terms of my purpose and my mission and making money. And I really didn't have anything besides my high school friends that I'd smoke weed with. So I didn't have any other areas of my life completed or even working on and trying to improve. I just did fitness, smoked weed, hung out with my boys, and worked a delivery pizza job during that time from when I was in high school to when I made that transition out of it before I figured out what I wanted to actually do. And I felt very unsatisfied. My life didn't really feel like it was going anywhere, and the only thing I had going for me was a good body. So this was not leading me to feel happy and satisfied at all. Compare that to now, where I have about 10 different things that I'm working on. I'm constantly focused on my mission and purpose, being the best version of myself. I work on so many different things between my personal brand, my coaching business, my fitness. I also throw in other things now, like last year I did boxing, this year I'm doing rock climbing, really trying to focus on character development as a whole, doing things like reading books, meditating, journaling, learning about mindset, really learning about myself as a person, developing myself to every single degree possible. And this is what's allowing me to feel fulfilled and happy with my journey, so that I'm actually enjoying the process of getting to where I want to be, because you're never going to actually accomplish that end goal and be like, I'm there, I made it. There's always going to be the next thing. But if you're doing it from a character development, life maxing viewpoint, you're working on everything throughout the journey. So you're getting girls during this time, you're making money, you're working on your fitness and health, you're improving your, for my example right now in business, is sales and communication skills. You're doing things that are just gonna help you in all regards, in all walks of life. And this is gonna rapidly accelerate your process. And the first thing you're probably thinking is, if I spread myself so thin, I'm never gonna accomplish anything. And this is a flawed mindset. You are just lazy if you're telling me this, because you have more than enough time in the day to do everything you want. For example, yesterday I woke up at 6:30, and by the time I winded down and turned on the TV for a little bit of relaxation, it was 8:30 at night. So I watched one episode of a TV show and then I went to bed, and that was my wind down. And I was still doing some appointment setting and texting for my business whilst I was watching that show. So the whole day I was spent working, doing character development, whether it's working on my business, working on myself, reading a book, doing whatever it was, or just talking to family, doing something that's real, like calling my mom or something, taking a little break like that. My whole entire days are focused on developing my life in all aspects and regards. That is what's gonna allow you to feel truly fulfilled. I promise you, I actually don't like the weekends that much. It's weird to say, because it's like during the week, I feel so good being aligned with my mission and my purpose that I'm more excited for what I can do to develop my life in every single aspect and regard than I am for going out on the weekends and hanging out with my friends. And when I do those things, it's not like they're not fun, because it can be nice to hang out with your friends, let loose a little bit, grab a drink, talk to some girls. That can be great, but you just, especially during the day when you're not actively doing those things, I don't feel good, at least. And when I do things like, for example, when I was in Sweden, me and my friend would go rock climbing, we'd go hiking, and do those types of things during the day on the weekend. Those like real life activities make me feel really good and fulfilled. And then on top of that, I would still go out and talk to some girls at night, things like that. But It's very much just being the main character of your own life, focusing on developing all the skills that you can. See, every single thing in life is a skill that you can develop, and the better that you get at more skills and the more well-rounded you are, the easier your life is gonna get and the more you're gonna be able to accomplish and feel satisfied with the things you have. If you treat life as a video game where you're constantly just stacking all the things that you can develop, you're soon gonna have a lot in your, let's just call it your account that you have, your XP account like a video game, and it's gonna be hard to not be happy because you just develop so many things and you're so accomplished as a person. So you can kind of sit back and relax, and when you do take some time to just chill, you can kind of bask in your accomplishments and your wins and realize how much you've accomplished and how far you've really gotten with your life. But the thing is, comparing this to back when I was just doing fitness, if I was to sit back and smoke a little weed, the only thing I had going for me was my fitness. So just be like, oh, well, I got a good body. But in the end of the day, what does that really do for you besides longevity and health and really making sure that you're gonna be good in that regard, which is super important, but that's still something that I maintain whilst doing all these other things as well. So if you're not throwing these things in, you're not maximizing your life. And that's why it's called life maxing, so that you can truly get the most out of your life and get the most out of everything. You can get the girls, you can get the money, you can get the social circle and network of your dreams. These are all the things that are gonna really allow you to live the best life. So my recommendation for you would be start identifying the areas that are your weaknesses. Like, are you great at communication and talking to girls and making friends? If not, focus on your communication, learn sales, take on a sales job, go out and cold approach girls, talk to all the guys you see, try and network. Do these types of things so you can start developing in many different areas. Being one-dimensional is never gonna serve you in the long run. On top of that, just figure out all the other areas that you can really work on and improve, and make a weekly, kind of like a weekly challenge where you're always trying to improve on these different things and active action steps that you can take each week that was gonna get you further towards that goal. That would be my biggest recommendation. If you do that, on top of all the things that I covered in this video, really identifying the areas you can improve on, taking the action steps, and then also cutting out some of the bullshit that's wasting your time, just like nonsense TV or any other degenerate artificial dopamine sort of bad habit, you are going to advance so much quicker in life and accomplish your goals beyond your wildest dreams. So if this video provided you any value, go ahead and subscribe. On this channel, I'll be teaching you life maxing in every regard, diving into each specific subject, whether it's getting girls, making money, mindset, discipline, any of those things I'm gonna be diving into and really teaching you everything I've learned throughout my journey. So if that sounds of interest, go ahead and subscribe down below and comment what are the things that you're gonna start working on to actually life max and get the most out of life. I'd love to hear about it. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, everyone.